Hi everybody and welcome back to the Family Seesaw. It's Saturday again, so we've got another grocery haul and meal plan for you today. Had a busy morning on the football field. Caleb's team won 3-2, so a good result today. And I've just got back in from an Aldi shop. So it is the last week of the month. Crazy, I don't know where this month or even this year has gone. December's right around the corner now. And so for the last week of the month, I do try to stick to a much smaller budget for grocery shopping. So typically we spend somewhere between £60 and £80 a week on groceries, toiletries, cleaning products, that sort of thing. Sometimes I do completely blow the budget just because I see something that catches my eye and think we'd like to try it, or I see something that's a good deal and I'll stock up. But typically that's where we're spending each week. And then in the last week of the month, I try to keep it somewhere around £50 or less. So just try to use up what we've got in the cupboards, what's in the freezer, and give us a bit of a clean start for the next month, especially going into December when things just get really busy, lots of activities, lots of events, that sort of thing. It's good to start with an empty freezer, or not quite empty. I don't think our freezer would ever be empty, but a reasonably clear freezer and pantry. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you what we got this week. So here's the quick view of our haul. You can see not quite as much as a normal week for us, but still a decent amount of items, and certainly we've still got a good menu for the week. So you can see today I definitely matched my target budget for the last week of the month. I spent £40.87, which I think I actually got quite a bit for that. So the only non-food item I needed this week was some kitchen towel, so a pack of 2 kitchen towels. I then got 12 eggs. We're going to do a little bit of baking this week, and I think I need eggs for a couple of our main meals, so I've got 12 rather than 6. Got some 50-50 bread, and then I picked up these. We haven't tried these before, but Caleb, at this time of year, one of his favourite things to have, especially coming in from rugby training or something like that, is a toastie. So he often asks for a toastie for lunch, and we do have a little sandwich toaster machine, but I just thought these looked quite interesting. So they're just little pockets that you then fill with your filling and pop them in the toaster. Interesting to see how they work out. I'll report back as to how they go, but we'll try those out tomorrow. We've got rugby training tomorrow, so he will need lunch afterwards. So we'll try those out and see. I got a bottle of the fruit and barley orange flavour, 2 cans of tomato soup, which make a great lunch for me to just have. I keep one of these at work in the drawer, and that way if I'm stuck for lunch, don't have any leftovers to take or whatever, I can quickly have a can of soup, and especially this time of the year, again, quite a good lunch. I got a jar of bolognese sauce. This is for a chicken dish I'm making tomorrow for our Sunday lunch. And then I was really annoyed. Last week, if you recall, I picked up a pack of the mince pies, the salted caramel mince pies. I really should have picked up 2 or 3 packs because they were all sold out this week. I'm really hoping they get some more back in before Christmas. I'm sure they will, as they were obviously a very popular item. But they were absolutely delicious. And during this week, that's been my real evening treat, is one of those with a cup of coffee as I sit down at the end of the day and just kind of relax a little bit. So didn't have any. I'm not a big fan of regular mince pies, but the salted caramel ones were absolutely delicious. So instead of those, as a replacement for those, I got some caramel shortcake slices, which will do just fine. But the seasonal mince pies are really good. Biscuit tin items for this week: custard creams, some jammy wheels, some racer bars. I got Caleb some giant strawberries. He doesn't eat a lot of sweets. He will have sweets now and again, but he doesn't really ask for a lot of sweets. He likes biscuits, he likes crisps as treats, but sweets not so much. And if he does, it tends to be these sort of jelly gummy kind of sweets, and the strawberries are his favourite. So I got a pack of those for him. A garlic baguette to have with a pasta dish this week, some butter, as I said, we're doing a little bit of baking, a pack of the smoothies, a green milk and apple juice, a tub of single cream. I'm going to make some creamy mash with our dinner tomorrow, and then I'll have some to pour over some of the baking for this week. I got Caleb his normal strawberry and vanilla ice cream cones for pudding for him this week, but I spotted these and I couldn't resist a little bit of Christmas in the freezer. The reindeer ice cream lollies, so if you can see, they've got chocolate, strawberry and vanilla ice cream in a little reindeer shape. I'm sure he will enjoy those, so those are a little extra treat for this week. I got some honey cured ham, I got some grated mozzarella, Still have some cheddar in the fridge, so got plenty of cheese in the house. I've got ham and cheese tortelloni. I'll just make that for a quick and easy dinner one night this week for me and Tony. I'll make my own sauce to go over it, and we'll have the garlic bread with that. Some chipolatas. We've got sausage and mash tonight, and I did pick up a pack of these last week, but I've decided to cook up 2 packs, and that way I can slice up some sausage and have some little kind of sausage bites in the fridge as an extra snack for Caleb. A pack of frozen vegetables, some turkey mince, a pack of chicken breasts for tomorrow's dinner. I got 4 loose baked potatoes. I'll explain why I got them this way and why I got giant ones in a moment. A pack of the red potatoes. I do like the red potatoes better for mash, actually. So we'll have those for our mash tomorrow. A loose red pepper, some tomatoes, a bag of carrots, some strawberries, bananas, and a pack of the gala apples. So on to our menu plan for the week. If you saw my meals of the week video, you will notice, or if you looked at last week's grocery haul, we were supposed to have sausage and mash last night, and we were going to have takeaway of some kind tonight. Yesterday, the week had been quite crazy and busy, and so we decided to have pizza for tea last night. Therefore, we're having the sausage and mash tonight. Tomorrow I'm making chicken schnitzels, which are just flattened out chicken breasts with some breadcrumbs on. Cook them and then put them in the oven with a little bit of tomato and mozzarella on the top. And then we actually have those with mash and veg, and then I will heat up the pasta sauce that you saw, and we'll have that as the sauce. It really is delicious. It sounds a bit of a mixture, and it is a mixture between English and Italian type of flavours, but we really enjoy that. And as you can see, I'm also planning to make an apple and vanilla cake tomorrow. I've got some extra apples and was looking for something to use them up with rather than making an apple pie. Found a nice recipe for a cake, which we're going to give a try. So then looking ahead into next week, we've got the ham and cheese tortelloni with garlic bread on Monday, shepherd's pie spuds with vegetables on Tuesday. So that's what those baking potatoes are for. You essentially just cook up your potatoes, bake up the potatoes. When they're just about done, cut them in half, scrape out the potato, mash it up. Then put in the middle of the potato shells a shepherd's pie type filling, so with mince and vegetables and a little bit of gravy. And then put the potato, pile it back on the top with a little sprinkle of cheese. They are absolutely delicious, and a bit of a tweak to the traditional shepherd's pie. But we love baked potatoes in this house, so that really goes down a treat for us. Wednesday, as you know, is our football training night. I do have burgers in the freezer, and we might just come home and make burgers and chips, but we also might pick up something on the way home. Just depends how we're feeling, how cold it's been out at training, whether Caleb's hungry and wants to eat. He has a meal on a Wednesday night after school at his childminders, but often by the time he's finished with football training, he's quite hungry again. So it will just depend. We may pick up something on the way home, or we may come home and make the burgers. Sausage rice pot on Thursday, that's something we make quite a lot and is popular with the whole family. So I'll use the chipolatas for that, cook them up, chop them up, put in some onions, mushrooms, tomatoes, that sort of thing, some rice, some chicken stock, put the lid on and let it all cook through together. It's just sausage and rice pot. It explains what it is. The title says what it is. We often give our food names that just say what exactly it is, and that's one of them. And then Friday, for our fake away Friday this week, we're going to have fish chips and peas, but home baked. May take a shortcut with the fish, but everything else will be home baked. As next weekend is really busy for us, we've got a number of activities on as we get into December. Things start to get a bit crazy. And so I will probably go grocery shopping after work on Friday rather than waiting until Saturday next week, which means that the fish can be popped in the oven as soon as I get home, make up some chips, make up some peas, and we'll still be able to eat at normal time. Unlikely that we'll get that from a takeaway because we do prefer home baked version, but there is always a possibility depending on how the week goes. Anyway, that's a look at our menu for the week. I hope you all have a great week, and we'll see you again with another Meals of the Week video soon.